Welcome to Royalty Real's Real Podcast. Real conversations, real people, real life.
Everybody loves when coffee black. Well, I'm aiming a star and buck so mocha come out because I like switching shit. But you let them bring you to my biddy for the wreck. Must not have peeped the setup. You know how old heads say, stay down till you come up? Timing was never better. New clip. Put your whole team on it. I'm a trendsetter and I'm clicking. Till I go deaf or it jam. I got a vendetta. Oh! And I don't give a fuck why you was sent. Just all the ways that you could die. I'm pessimistic, Vixen. My only focus is your demise, but I think positive too. This clip had full at all times. Kindergarten vibes. I don't draw nothing but large nines. You gotta be high. You gotta be high.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Matt Royalty here today, and I'm back with another podcast episode. Today, I have a special guest co-host, Lay The Bae.
What's up? Hi, everybody.
And today, our special guest is the one and only First Ladii Flamez.
What's up, guys?
How are you doing today?
I am wonderful, per usual.
That's what's up.
I ain't even complaining.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, quick backstory. I first found out about you, I think, about a year and a half ago. And probably, well, I'm trying to think the first battle. Actually, the first battle I seen in yours was Coffee. So, like 2 years ago. And then I found out you were from Richmond, and my dad's from Virginia, born and raised. And I was like, it was funny to me because my family is from the country part of Virginia. So they was like, Richmond is bad. I'm from California. So I'm like, they was like, yeah, Richmond is the hood.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it can't be that bad. But, you know, I found out later on that what DJ Puka say, every place is just like Compton. So if they with it, they with it.
See, right? Because, like, I had an older person ask me why I glorify being from the South Side, or like why I'm so adamant about the fact that I'm from Richmond. And it just made me think, like, you never ask the people with the mansions why they talk about their mansion. The people with the why they talk about. But because I come from what is classified as a nothing area, it's almost for me to be proud of it. You know how many people don't survive in Richmond? You know how many be excited just to make it to 18 or just to make it to 21?
Fuck that real shit. Come on now.
To be able to shine a an area that people comfortably overlook just because of how problematic it is. You damn right I'm proud, because I buried more people in my city than I've went to graduations for.
That's real shit.
Proud, like,
that's real shit. We gotta talk about where we come from, because otherwise ain't nobody else gonna fucking do it. So I want to talk about the coffee battle, because I watched that one again recently, and I was like, okay, you know, Coffee's from the area in Cali. I'm from too, in San Bernardino. And the first time I'm a battle rapper too. I used to battle before, and I faced the same thing, but you were more composed than I was, because I could tell she brought people with her. So what was your thought process during the battle when you saw that, okay, like, it's hostile territory? It felt like she had a whole crew with her.
Nah, it really wasn't, to be honest, because we were in Richmond.
Oh, I didn't know. You were home.
So to be honest,
she was already comfortable.
You feel me? Like, what looked like attempting, I was literally telling my peoples, and then we was deep as shit. I'm like, listen, don't drag it. Don't, because y'all make it look gassed. You know what I'm saying? So I more or less, I wanted her side to feel like that, because all of the people that was there was automatically going, like, you'll notice in quite a few of my battles, if we're in an area, I know the love for me crazy, I don't want a reaction. Just listen to me. Because I don't want to say, oh, she gassed, or it just went like that because she her biddy, you know what I'm saying?
That goes back to what me and you was talking about, Royal, about home advantage, and whether it being an advantage or a disadvantage. But look at she's saying the opposite. She's like, and if I know there's love for me there, I don't even want that reaction. I just want people to listen to me. I listen, man. Because
as a female, battle rap will all for a reason to discredit you if you have a vagina. Simple and plain. If you cool with a bunch of niggas that's popping, or you only popping because of them niggas. God forbid up liking one of them niggas, then he's the, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it's kind of like, for me, like, battle IQ is important. You have to know what you're up against, out of just your opponent.
Exactly. I think that's where like as much as I think Tay-Rock has a high battle rap IQ, I think he didn't factor that in at Summer Madness. We were just talking about that. Like, where you're at means a lot too. And like, his material was great, but come on, bro.
Live, right? And it's probably gonna get me chewed up, but it's genuinely how I feel, right? I feel like
this is the real talk. We want to hear the real talk.
All of those vets have a certain level of battle rap IQ, right? They're not just battle. However, a certain level of status will make you give no fucks, because in the back of your brain you think, but I'm still me. Like, he. Here is not like that. I said that shit on my live. Carolina, you not about to play with nothing in Carolina. You not about to play with, and that's because they're listeners. Like, I love, because New York is a gratification crowd. They want the pockets. They want the back-to-back punches. They want to be able to pick it up and drink their cup. Know what you put in the greens, who made the potato salad. It's different. You know what I'm saying? So they're really attentive and alert. Like,
because you can't eat everybody potato salad. Hello.
The elbow.
Hello. Absolutely.
So what did you think of that battle after you watched it?
It's crazy because I think it's a fire battle. I think it's gonna be one of the more debatable ones, for real. Because I fuck out of Tay-Rock. That's the bro. You feel me? But from like for me personally, there is no denying that Tay-Rock won the first.
Oh, no denier.
That's what Roy was saying too.
There's you can't deny that Swamp won the second. Because to me, when he started going, nigga, I ain't going like that. I'm not.
Oh yeah,
you had me, bro. Like, you feel me? So it's like, with that 1-1, it all comes down to the third. Me personally, from watching it, preference wise, I edged the third to Swamp. But I could see you saying, oh, well, it was 1-1 going into the third. I like Rock's third better. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
Depends on how you feel about raccoons at the end of the day.
That's what I was telling you. Y'all raccoon eating motherfuckers. I mean, he's solid for standing on that shit, though. I mean, I respect that.
Knock him. Because so many people get the excuses and shit. He like, nah. Because it was so much of it. Like, I think, because I seen a live where somebody was saying, oh, I would have just skipped over that part, or I would have just went. You can't do that, bro. This is Summer fucking Madness. What y'all don't understand, a battle rapper is way deeper than the fucking 20 minutes I'm standing on stage. It took him to pull that shit together. It took him to get his energies right, to get his shit in order. At the least, it took him a whole month. You can't, like, it's very difficult for you to go, oh, all right, I'm going to just pull these 12 bars and throw them that way. It's Summer fucking Madness, bro. It's not a volume card. But I do feel like, with battle rap IQ, I think that's the problem JC had. That conversation should have had on a volume card, because Surf was Summer Madness talking and JC was volume talking. The conversation is different. They're not even listening for the same shit.
Exactly. That's what I was telling her too. She didn't get a chance to watch the event, and I'm like, Surf showed it was levels to this shit. Like, it's really like you talk to somebody, like. And when I was hoping that Surf would come like that too. And then I feel like if JC would have been rapid fire, it would have been a different story. But he was kind of waiting for the reaction. Like, he knew his shit was fire, but you waiting on, come on, bro.
I feel like he kind of let himself get a little bro. And then it's like, it showed by the end of the second, because in the third, even while JC was rapping, you was looking at Surf. You was looking at Surf, looking at JC. Third, he was just there. didn't pay attention to the fact that he was there. You feel me? But it's like I wouldn't attribute it as much to levels as I would to environmental fucking awareness.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's a battle rap that people overlook. The area, the people you're rapping to matters. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of people that flew from here, a lot of people that flew from there, but that city you're in is gonna come the fuck out.
Right.
Feel me? And Summer Madness is not when you want to hear the backstory of a nigga beef, or you want, like, even for the guys, if you was gonna swear to God, every word should have been a punch, because you was really talking about shit that the crowd did not fucking know about.
Exactly.
Conversation you have in a room full of battle rappers. You feel me? Like on a smaller type of joint, because the volumes and the bands, you get some fans, but it's more us in there. Right, you would have got Brown would have had way different reactions in a room full of battle rappers.
Right.
I mean, that's what I was telling Roy earlier about details coming into the sport, because battle rap is not just two people going head to head. That's just the outside looking in. We're talking about preparation, writing, aggression, the energy. It's different components that go into battle rap. So for you to come into, especially Summer Madness, technically you half-assed. That's what you pretty much did, you know? So
I feel like he fully loaded the gun. He just loaded the wrong one. Yeah. No bullshit. Shout out to Bills, yo. Shout out to 3BL Bills, right? Bills told me a while ago, he said this shit, and it's stuck in my brain. He said, who you talking to, when you're talking to him, and where the fuck you have your discussion matter.
I like that.
And he's up the block, he don't know who the antagonist is.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's up the block and it's a room full of people around us, it's 70 different variations of who started it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of the conversation matters, bro, because it's like it make you think about shit that a lot of the vets think about without even acknowledging they're thinking about it. When they say, oh, well, you know, it's a normal, it's a Summer Madness. That right there lets you know how he about to be talking. Right. It's different. And I feel like for the pen heavy people, a lot of us had like Summer Madness taught me a lot, son. Like for a while it was just proving that you have a pen, or proving that the difference between the pen and the performer matters. I feel like Surf did what he did to prove a point. The pen is wonderful, but if that's all you bring with you, it's no sense in you being right here.
Do you think that brings a disadvantage? Because I feel like in a small room, if you got a pen, you have the advantage. But on that big stage and Summer Madness, does the pen really matter at that point?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This what I would say, right? Because even down the Surf material, his material wasn't lackluster at all. He definitely was in his duffel. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But because of how electrifying his performance already is, he's ahead of that man. So when you got a nigga that's just my pen, like JC is not about to yell at you. He's not about to jump off the stage. He's not giving you that. So I feel like material-wise, he was supposed to hit a lot harder, because he knew he wasn't going to have a screaming match. He knew he wasn't going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, even the random dance move he hit just felt out of place.
Wait, he started dancing?
He hit a random match, fucking shit. It felt out of place.
Wasn't that like the second or third round? Like, it felt awkward.
He had legitimately spent the remainder of his time rapping in that little 4 square, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 1 to the side, 1 to the side, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 1 to the side. You know, that little box. You know what I'm saying? So the dance move, it just felt like, bro. Like it me, because I'm such a fan of JC, bro, that like when we sat down and we started breaking the battle down, I'm like, bro, but pen wise. And then my homegirl said, yeah, but that was Surf's whole point. That was Surf's entire argument. Your pen being better than mine doesn't matter, because I am the better overall. Mm-hmm. And it pissed me off to have to go, God damn it, you're right. You're right.
Just to piggyback off what you was saying about, you know, pens matter. Does it matter if your opponent is writing their own shit? Like, would you battle somebody who you know ghostwrites or has a ghostwriter while they're battling you, especially if you're writing your own material. Do you think that's fair? And do you think that is important for people to write their own material?
I was raised on everybody is allowed to get punched in the mouth. I don't really care to that extent. But like being aware of it and being not aware of it, because I would never put nobody on the block like that. You feel me? But been in situations where later down the line, motherfuckers be like, yeah, well, you know, such and such didn't write that verse. You such and such wrote that. And I'm like, but you feel me? Not knowing it go how it go. But for me, once I found out, it's like, bro, that's like having to go get your big sister. So if you lose, that means I beat you and your big sister, bitch. Don't talk to me.
Exactly. Same time.
Facts. Okay.
Getting bigger. I don't really care for real. But like being aware of it, like knowing, oh, X, Y, and Z don't write her shit. Oh, I'm cool on. You can't even talk crazy to me. What you gonna say?
Right.
It ain't you saying it. A proxy to argue. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's a different story especially when it comes to battle rap, because it's such what do you have to bring to the table? Like, music is different. You know, music is a collaborative thing. Battle rap is what you bring to the table. Everything, your performance, your writing, it's you versus that person. And knowing somebody else wrote your shit, I mean, you can perform it all good and stuff, but if you find out that
as the devil's advocate, this is what I will say, right? Have you heard of the fact that there are some people that can write ballads that will bring tears to your eyes, but sing them and bring blood to your ears?
I heard that before.
I say that to say the reason why I don't knock the ghostwriting lane is because I know for a fact that there are some people that fit the mold for quite a few reasons. Their brain just can't keep up. And then you got a female or a male that has that content, has that material, has that ability, but on the stage, something always go wrong. Don't miss your bag, Stink. Get your coin. You feel me? Like,
absolutely.
Speaking of things going wrong on the stage,
oh Lord,
madness. I just want to know your opinion on the chess thing.
Oh, I knew you was gonna say that. You was gonna bring that up. We need him to get checked. Flames, if you know chess personally, tell that boy you need to go see a doctor, please. Cause this is about the third, fourth time now. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
He needs some water. His body is fighting back against something. But this is what I was telling on live, right? At what point do we consider that choking still? Because just like we know that you have this issue, so to an extent, at the end, we're somewhat lenient as the artist know that you have it too. So it is your requirement to somewhat be prepared enough to get through it. Now, if you can't get through it, it sucks to say because I love him as a person, but don't waste my money. I came to see you rap.
Exactly.
We a business at the end of the day. So your objective is still to make sure that I get my money's worth. That's not necessarily what took place. And I'm humble and caring enough to go, damn, that sucks. But all right, bro, this has been happening. We'd be excited for you to come back. You come back, the same thing happens. So what has to change during your downtime that makes this not a reoccurring thing? Because it's a category now. Niggas is like, well, technically it's not choking. Okay, but he literally was choking on some shit.
Exactly.
It may not have been the bars, but he legitimately some shit was stuck in there, blood. Like that's so. Even if we categorize it, hey, that's not choking. That's just a chest thing. Cool. Well, when does it become penalizable? Because it happened each round.
Exactly.
First, I'm gonna take that. You have a little one. They're not even small bursts. It's like a whole little fire. You feel me? Like. And it's like from a business aspect, from being from being a consumer of the sport, at what point do we realize either you fixing that or you wasting my money, bro? You just
exactly
on a bag room. You ain't even have to do no work. And it blew me because you could hear the level of material.
Yeah.
So now I feel old. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel old. Like I don't want to be like I don't want to have like a lack of care towards it, because it does seem to be a serious issue.
Yeah.
And all just go where they need to go to get fixed. But just like I have care, I also have concern as a consumer. My like, when do I get what I'm owed, or when do I get what you were paid to give me? In spite of issues, because you're not the only person with health issues. You're not the only battle rapper that is something personal on the daily. So what changes as to where it doesn't conflict with what you have to give the fan? Because now them new fans have a slanted view of you, bro, and that ain't even you. Chess get fucking busy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Chess absolutely. Get busy.
And now there is literally a health designed way to discredit your ability. Niggas can't even discuss your battle because you ain't barely get through your shit.
Not at all.
Not because you didn't know it. That's the part that I know it has to kill him, because it killed us.
Yep.
It isn't that.
Yeah.
He wasn't choking trying to remember it. He was trying to fucking breathe.
Mm-hmm.
You say, damn, bro, I hope you okay, but I need more than that from you, my nigga. Because I want to the best. So in this situation, it's like, maybe you should have turned that bag down and when it got you right.
Exactly.
I said that to Rory. I said you got, in order for you to be at your A game in the sport, you need to be in your A game with your health. You got to be in tune with that, because if that's not right, you ain't gonna be right. And like you just said, it's the business at the end of the day, and and the consumers are not only concerned, but they're pissed off too. Like you said, I paid money to see what I came to see, and I didn't get what I paid for. So yeah, absolutely. But shout out to Chess, man. Hopefully he goes and get himself right with that one. But I just wanted to piggyback off what you were saying too, again, about business. Do you see battle rap commercializing itself, being more mainstream? Like, of course, people know battle rap, people know battlers, people know the R.E.A.L, Queen of the Rings. But do you see it where we have battlers in commercials now, and having being sponsored by different other companies and things like that? Do you see that going there?
I'm gonna keep it hot with you. I may have a smaller view than I should have, because for me, being able to see the likes of like Charlie Clips, Conceited, man, on television regularly is the win for us. You feel me? Like, knowing that that's a door that is now open, that if that is a lane that we feel like we could fit in, it's a way to get to it.
Yeah.
That's a win. And then, like, I kind of feel the same about caffeine, because the structure and the style of events before caffeine as opposed to caffeine can be different.
Absolutely.
Now, I feel like there's a certain level of rawness that comes with battle rap, so I feel like you can't go all the way commercial, or you would have a round full of bleeps and wouldn't hear anything. You feel me? In the last little 2 years, we done did a whole lot of plus sizing out this bitch.
Absolutely, that's a fact.
It's a really beautiful thing to see, coming from 2010 grind time days to now where battle rap is at, and people are on a prevalent, like, the Wild 'N Out thing is so good because it shows that you don't just have to be a rapper. You can be quick witted. Just the fact that Charlie Clips and Conceited are so quick witted that it's not just a rapping thing. This is a comedy thing too. Like, it's a real talent, and people are realizing it now, which is excellent. But I want to see it elevate even more. But I just don't want it to be boxed in, like you said, where it's like the Freestyle Friday 106 and Park type thing.
Sometimes people look at growth as it can only be elevation, but expansion is growth too.
I wasn't just saying that. I was just saying that to Royal.
Also grow outward, because, like, bro, like, Drake's card is coming up. It's the battle rap card. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was just rapping that Chris Brown house. You feel me? Like
facts.
Like, you feel me? It's I just feel where there are more than enough battle rappers that are showing us that they are elevating in a very expansive format. Lou Castro makes amazing fucking music. Go look it up.
Okay.
Oh my fucking Lou Castro makes amazing music. Rada, fucking Trufo, fucking Twerk, fucking Jack, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got niggas like Easy acting and shit. Like, in these last couple years, there have been quite a few different battle rappers that have shown us, hey, if you get far enough with this shit, you could go this way, that way. And before your only goal was to get to URL.
Right.
Okay.
There's so many more avenues now.
Other goals you're allowed to set. Now it's just getting the URL to getting on the URL caffeine card. Now it's you feeling like there's a lot more shit to shoot for. In the beginning, you had 9,000 people shooting for one opportunity. Everybody just needed a PG. Just give me a PG, we go from there. Everybody was trying to get a PG. Look at how now then it is.
That's the thing though, right? Is that now that there's so many avenues open and doors opening for you guys, when you come back to the center, which is the battle rap, do you accept someone half-assing because of those other avenues open? Or do you come to the stage and be like, nah, this is where it started from, this is how it's going to end. I'm going to always give 100% when it comes to me battling someone. You know, like Charlie Clips, sometimes, you know, people would say he fell off because he went on Wild 'N Out. You know, so where do you find that balance at from being a battle rapper to all these different types of artistic things that y'all guys are open for you guys?
In a sense, Charlie Clips kind of would be my example of the battle, because I don't really feel like he fell off. I feel like he had to categorize the things that he loved, because you could, watching him battle rap wise, he always loved. You could tell by the clips you got that he loved being able to give it to you. And then while not about, you know what I'm saying? So like, learn the ins and outs of something that you can also see he has a genuine love for by the passion in his eyes. Now it's like, you feel me? I don't think he was necessarily falling off or half-assing us as much as we were used to getting 100%. And that put himself in two places. You feel me? So then it's because when he did come back, look at him versus Castro, him versus Yoshi. He came back on a billion, even though he really didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have to. Charlie Clips has one of them styles where he could come up there, not write anything, and play with you, and it still be the most entertaining thing you see that fucking night.
So, Flames, let me ask you this, because I was telling Roy UT this. I said, people who battle Charlie Clips shouldn't go looking for a W. They should look for practice. Because the man is so good at what he does that trying to go in and say, oh, I'm going to beat Charlie Clips is the wrong mindset. Charlie Clips is really like for practice. Do you agree with that?
I call it dying with dignity. No bullshit. Because when you go into any war, you always back of your mind, I might not make it.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
If I would rather die with dignity than as a king. Meaning, I would rather get through my rounds with my chin up, my chest out. It's gonna go high. If you gonna get me, it's gonna every punch you got to get me type shit. You Castro, perfect fucking example. Castro fought for his fucking life. Fought for his motherfucking life. But Clips is Clips.
Yeah.
And Clips was Clips on such a level that you couldn't even take nothing from Castro. It wasn't even Castro got his ass kicked. It was, damn, Clips, why you do all that?
I felt the same way with the Yoshi battle, except where it was a different class. It would have been different if Yoshi didn't have that rebuttal. Like, Yoshi had that rebuttal, and I'm like, okay, she climbed out the bag a little bit.
I don't see. I feel like she kind of got beat worse than Castro did, because Castro round for round fought back. But you know what I'm saying? If Clips threw 10 to 15, Castro threw at least 5 to 10. He fought back to the best of his ability. Yoshi had moments. He had bursts where she was blocking her head, but then she caught you one time when you wasn't looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You feel me? Was in that motherfucker. You feel me? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I also feel like and I've said this all the time, the expectation around Kings versus Queens is never for the woman to win. It is to see if the bitches can keep up.
Now that brings me to my next question, right? Being a female in a male dominant sport, how do you feel? How is it that and can you say that females are better than males? Like,
in a lot of instances, yes, because I say all the time, my nigga, we're not lifting refrigerators. If we was playing who could hold more double door refrigerators on their back, bitches lose all the time unless you a wide receiver and I just don't know. But that's not what's happening, bro. It's mental dexterity. It's comparing what my brain could do to what your brain could do. Your dick fucking difference in that.
Exactly.
As sits upon your nuts makes me no never mind. We learned a long time ago your vagina just fell out. That's why you have a dick. No never mind. And that's scientific. You feel me? So it's like
talk your shit now.
I just feel like, you feel me, like I could name quite a few females that are knocked through these niggas, that been knocking through these niggas, that they knocked through quite a few of them. But you'll notice there's always, I feel, a way to discredit it. Oh, well, it had to be like that because, I couldn't, because with men, you always have the excuse of, if you beat her, it's because you wouldn't have felt right beating a woman. She beat you, it's because you wouldn't have felt right beating a woman. If
there's some love basketball shit.
You feel me? If you beat her, it's because you're supposed to. So it's like, I feel like for me, it's as long as you remember me, I don't care what you attach to that thought. As long as when I open my mouth, I have your attention, both mentally and hearing wise, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Out of sight, out of mind.
How do you feel about those?
Credit me, you still talking about me, baby. You're going to have to go watch me to hate me, and they pay me every time you do that.
How do you feel about those gimmick cards like the King versus Queens or the new promo that's coming up where it's male versus female rather than just battler versus battler? Because that's what I want to see. Vixen was talking about that. I want to see where it's not just because it's a special event. I want to see you versus a Tay-Rock just because that's the best battle for the card.
The reason you will more than most likely always see it the way you see it is because nothing sells without a category.
True.
It's up to you, and I said, hey, I'm selling these. And you said, well, what are they? And I was like, oh, well, they these. Well, what do you mean? Is it a cup? Is it a trash can? Is it a container? What is it? So you feel me? Like with the male versus female jokes, it's like you can call the card whatever the fuck you want to call it. Marketing wise, if you're smart, you'll attach it to things that pique the interest of both the male and the female. Oh, kings versus queens. Now, even if I don't have a general vested interest in battle rap, I'm interested in what the fuck you are doing because you are highlighting both men and females. Oh, about to make niggas dress up. Ooh, you have my attention. Like, you feel me? The rappers have to do that to an extent, but the league is required to do that as well. And until someone, like, shout out to TDH. TDH was the one I seen do it with a different approach. He had the Ike and Tina John. He had the niggas versus bitches. It sounds vulgar, yes. But when you hear niggas versus bitches, you're intrigued.
I'm interested. I'm very intrigued. You just said it and I was intrigued.
You feel me? So it's like there are other ways to approach it, but there aren't many that do not at least mention the fact that you have two different jobs. Sometimes you know what I'm saying? It would be dumb not to state the obvious when you know stating the obvious bring the money out.
Absolutely. That's a fact.
Okay, my next question is about Jakkboy. So how did that battle come about since you guys have been dating for a couple years, right? Like been together for years, right? So like did they approach you for that, or was it like, no, we finna put on together type of thing?
No, funny, that was some shit we put together. We was in the Twitter spaces and we was just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? We be in the Twitter spaces just talking shit. Like if he got a battle somewhere and I'm somewhere else, we both get in the space. You know what I'm saying? We just be talking shit. So while we was talking shit, I think we was going back and forth and motherfuckers was like, set it up. So then they made a poll or some shit like that on Twitter and niggas bit. So when niggas bit, we was like, fuck it, we was gonna do it. And then seeing the expectations of everybody, like with most male versus female battles, you expect it to be or somebody about to get vote. I was getting tagged in the most reckless shit in the world. Oh, y'all must have broke up. Oh, somebody must about to be exposed. Like, first of all,
Hold on, the stream was lagging for a second. Oh no. Y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, cool. It's the okay.
Jack is.
I was listening.
Okay. Jack is one of my closest friends, aside from being my better half. You feel me? He know me better than anybody. So it helped me grow a lot battle wise because I feel like he's also one of the best performers in this shit. His overall style as a battle rapper, like I had the opportunity to admire him as an opponent instead of just as a, and then let me look at him through a different set of eyes. Because I ain't gonna hold you. As a girlfriend, I'm biased. My nigga will smoke y'all fuck out of here.
Right.
As an opponent, I had to pick him apart in the approaches. You feel me? I had to pick him apart. But it also made me pick myself because I'm like, this nigga move too much. I have to find some way, you know what I'm saying? That was probably one of the hardest battles I had to prepare for.
I was gonna ask you about that. Was your preparation different than other battles going into that, or did you know that there's certain buttons you wouldn't push, or was it like any other I'm coming to kill you type shit?
Nah, she can't kill.
Yeah, ain't no op in me. So you feel me?
Right.
Only gotta defame you to kill you. That's my nigga. So there would have been no way to put him down without a motherfucker looking at me crazy. Bitches don't think like that. You feel me? I ain't even one of them bitches. So I more or less took the things that I naturally had an issue with, like smoking on my fucking roaches, little stupid shit that other females could relate to. Nigga, the toilet seat up, your laundry all over the place, you'll never take the trash out. Shit that I knew was relatable because it was like they were all facts. But like, you know, we don't
didn't depict him in a negative manner.
Yeah, you feel me? Because to me, battle rap is online, and I can't see myself on the internet like you stank ass, sneaky ass. I know bitches do that, but I'm not bitches.
I feel like at a certain point, people wanted that salacious shit where they could dig into where like, oh, it's trouble in paradise type shit, like
right.
Especially because we don't live an overly publicized relationship. You feel me? Like us, then you know what's up. If you don't, then you don't. You could try your want to. He gonna bail me out. It's cool.
Right.
So go ahead, Roy. All right. I was gonna ask her just so we could stay on that same topic, just so she won't forget. Who has been your toughest opponent, and who do you want to battle next? Your top 3 next battles that you want.
My toughest is a tie between JC and Jack. And who I want next?
Don't be shy now.
Casey Jazz or Chess?
Interesting.
Okay, if you get Jazz, would you want it to be on a big stage, or would you want Jazz in a small room?
I would want Jazz on like a volume type shit.
Okay.
It's a different setup.
Yeah.
And the next question I have is, do you feel like there's a such thing as oversaturation? With, you know, there's so many different avenues to get bags now, but the complaint from like a Danny Myers and everything is, oh, he battles every other week and he's not prepared. Do you think there's a such thing as oversaturating yourself?
Nope. Let that man get his bag. The more punches you throw, the better your accuracy. Simple. They would never say that to a boxer. You in the gym too much. Every time I turn my fucking head, you on this guy bag. Every time I look up, you spar. They would never fucking say that to a boxer. They never say football players in the weight room. They don't send them home. They let them work till they fucking body don't work no more. Work, Danny. Fuck them. Get your bag, nigga. One of them gonna be the one that fix that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I refuse to believe that shit. Swing till your hand stop swinging, nigga. Fuck that. Get your bag, bro.
I knew about Danny before a lot of people did because he was in the same league that I was in, AHAT. And I heard about him before his first big battle came out for AHAT. And since then, I think those tune-up matches or whatever league it was in has improved because Danny at first was not a rebuttaler.
I just want you to think about it like this, right? I can remember 2 years ago when they was saying Danny battle all the fucking time. They ain't never putting him on no big cards. Danny was just on Summer Madness. Punch till your fucking hand fall off, nigga. Clearly, to enough of them, and one of them landed correct. Fuck out of here.
Good afternoon.
No one can tell you how fast or slow you're supposed to run towards your goals.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Do you see yourself turning down any bags for preparations reasons or anything, or is it like if you gonna pay me, I'm gonna show up?
Preparation wise, no. I have personal reasons I would dub certain shit, but preparation, no. Because another thing that I would accredit, shout out to the Goonies, shout out to Jack and all of that, because I learned to write faster and to not waste as many words. So like I just did light work. Me and Kid Chaos battled a little while ago. Well, like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And I had to write that shit in like 2 weeks. Feel me? So
that's amazing.
So
I have not seen that. Is it out yet?
Nah. No, I was about to say because I went to all her battles and I ain't see that one.
Yeah, it's not out yet.
I gotta see the Kid Chaos one. How was that? How was that experience? Kid Chaos, everybody's saying is the next dude.
It's crazy, right? Because low key, I might not should have just told y'all that. I don't know. So
we got the exclusive.
I'm gonna just say it was great and keep your eyes tuned on Caffeine because it definitely will be dropping on there real soon.
Oh, that's a big move right there.
But yeah, I don't know. No, I'm gonna probably get a curse out phone call later. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Well, this is not coming out until Friday, so.
Oh, all right. About time.
So the next question I have for you is, when did you first start battle rapping, and what made you fall in love with the sport, or was it a love for hip hop first?
I started battle rapping in 2014, but I've been rapping since I was like 7, 8. Like I've always rapped. Like when I was like 10, 11, 12, my brothers and them would take me to the studio. I didn't know how to count bars. I just knew how to freestyle. Take me to the studio and they would write songs and he would make me count the bars out and separate his verses. So that's I'm saying, because they wouldn't record me until I could count out 2 16s and a hook. I had to be able to assemble my own track first. You know what I'm saying? So, but like the battle rap shit, it was a joke at first. Shout out to R.E.A.L Lyric, bro. Shout out to Virginia as a whole. People they shared a post. There was this league called Battleground Virginia. It was out of Petersburg.
Okay.
R.E.A.L Lyric was preparing for a St. Valentine's Day massacre. That was my first battle, me versus JD Storm. And on my soul, if you watch my first battle and watch my most recent battle, you could tell I was just used to going to the studio and rapping.
Yeah, you've been in this as a young pup. This shit been in you.
Battle rap. So it's like he make a post and he like, man, we need some females. This shit'd be dope with a female battle. So I shared the post and I put hella laughing faces and I'm like, shit, sign me up. I do that shit. The city already knew me and my brothers and them for doing shows, different performances and shit. So niggas from school or niggas just from the neighborhood was in the comments instantly. Like an hour, 70, 80 comments. So then he ended up commenting, so what's up? You with it? I'm like, fuck it. They want me to do it, I do it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, it was up because I can't hold you. Like the first one, like the amount of love that I got, like the instant, like I'm a Pisces. You feel me? So
oh Lord.
Oh, you know the love.
Oh Lord.
Just do me justice. You love who? You love me. You love me too. Tell you, like,
Were you aware of the battle rap scene before that though? Like, were you like watching battles and stuff?
fuck yeah, I grew up on fucking Too Raw for the Streets. Fucking,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? When, my favorite genre was the fucking Frankie with the grippers, the bald headed nigga without the teeth. Whenever he rapped,
he taking it way
back for real.
Dad owned, my dad used to own a neighborhood clothing store, right? So like, like the movies, the DVDs and shit. Tour off of the streets was the shit. And then like my peoples grew up right next to one of the barbershops they used for the jump they did when they was in Harrisburg. So my peoples had live clips of it, and they had the DVD. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
So you was just pretty much born for this then, because it's evident that you've been around it for so long.
Facts. Everything has always been like, and then it's like, I'm hard-headed. So at one point, music was the only place that I could put my anger that didn't negatively affect my life. You know what I'm saying? And then battle rap kind of replaced it, which opened my brain 10 times more musically. You know what I'm saying? Because now I could save my angry for a battle.
Right.
And do completely other, you know what I'm saying? So,
and the verbiage is different.
A lot of people don't realize how much of a release that really is, being on that stage and putting all that aggression out there. Like, bro, like, it's like fighting, because afterwards you feel like, whoo, I got this shit off my chest. This a good, like, especially if you, like, my first battle, I felt like, whoo, I felt good afterwards. I had like a,
it was like,
yeah, like I'm that nigga right now.
Shout out to my nephew Bean, right? I had did the one battle, and the fucking a little girl had tagged me in a post and was like, how do you just be so calm in the middle? Like, you be dancing shit, right? So my nephew, I guess he knew her or something. He comments like, yo, that's my aunt. She be on the charger when the other people rapping. You get a quick power boost, nigga. The funniest shit. That shit had me weak. I was like, facts, I be booting up.
Have you ever felt rattled during the battle where it, like, are you cognizant while the other person is rapping, like, oh shit, they stepped up, I gotta bring some more energy that second round? Are you just focused on your material because you know what you got is so potent?
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I be zoning out, but that's because I'm a severe overthinker. So you feel me?
Too analytical.
Yeah, if I spend too much time thinking about what you said, now my brain's somewhere else. I don't even want to rap. It's dumb. I agree too much. So, you feel me? I normally be thinking about food. That's normally what happens.
What bullshit. Kind of food? You gotta say what kind of food now.
I'll hold you, bro. Like from the first to the third, that's normally what happens. In between rounds, I run because I'm a picky eater. So I run through options. By the time I get off the stage, I got my final three. I pick one thing each round. By the third, I got options. That's why when I do, that's my first answer. What you about to do? Get some food, and I know what I want, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny to me. It remind me of Good when he was battling T-Top. He was just like, that's the type of shit I think about while you niggas rap.
Right. He infamous for that one.
If it all fails, I fuck around and just eat tacos no matter where I'm at. But when you can play other option, yes, I would eat. Listen, tacos.
You ain't had a taco until you had a California taco, though.
Everyone says that.
We went to Venice Beach, yo. I spent $60 on tacos. Also, sick the next 3 days when I got home. That was the night before I left. I was fucked up when I got home. But
$60.
Yo, they got this little place, right? It's this little fucking business. First, they had $5 dabs of shit that was like 92% THC.
Okay? Oh yes, it'll fuck you up.
dabs, my nigga. The fucking dab looked like a boogie. You know, you pull a boogie out of those,
yeah.
Look like a baby boogie. Big as shit. I'm dying on the boardwalk. Can't breathe. Snotting out my nose and shit. I'm dying off the $5 dab. We go fucking Vixen, bro. We go and get the tacos. Vixen took me the first day, and then when I came back out there the second time, my sister had went with me. We go to get the tacos. I spent $60. The tray had so many tacos on it that I couldn't my soda.
Wow.
Day ever. I ain't never made myself sick like that again. That was the
Clearly
best.
Not. But she said that was the best.
I was fucking dead off them tacos. Cause the flight home, you gonna sleep any fucking way. Man, when I got back to Richmond, I promise you, I stepped off the airport. I walked directly to the trash can. Look. Dead.
She was gone.
Fucking dead. That shit was lit though.
That's what's up. Was that your first time taking a dab?
No. It was not.
It was just a different level.
It was just on a different potency.
That shit was abusively aggressive. Like normally I hit the dab. That one hit me.
I remember the first time I ever took a dab, I had no idea what it was because it was new. I was going to the shop out here in Cali, and I went to the shop and they were like, when you go to a shop, first time you either get a free something, a free gram, a free dab, a free piece. So I was like, they was like, oh, you get a free dab. And I was like, what's a dab? And it's like, you don't know what it is? Okay, we'll give you that on the house. Plus you get a free gram. I was like, okay, I've been smoking.
I need to go to Cali.
I no bullshit. You definitely do.
ASAP.
Rocky. I've been smoking for 10 years. I sit there and hit it. And they told me, bro, this is not regular weed. Don't hit it like a normal. I'm like, man, shut up. Just put it in there.
You was on smoky time. Man, I do this all the time. You mean?
A lung out your chest. Stupid.
Yes, I was sitting there coughing for the first 20 minutes. And then I was couched out like this in the shop. And I was serving at the time. So I was getting my re-up from there. And I had custos waiting on me, but I could not move.
You did.
I could not move. I was just like an hour later, I came back. There was like, bro, we've been waiting on you. We just like, you could have made like soda whole OZ. I'm just like, I ain't never done that shit again.
Oh, I went to fucking is it MM? It's either MDM or MMD, but they give you these little star cards, right? And every purchase you get a different amount off. So like I spent $100 the first time. They gave me 20% off because I spent $100. So once that dropped me down, I ended up spending another $100 because you could literally walk out the store and then come back in for the second discount. My second time, I spent $700 in this fucking weed shop, and I'm in the Uber on the way to the room, and my brother like, hey sis, you know what's crazy? We probably should have got some food before we got the bud. Didn't eat. So you get to check in your shit. I get to look. I'm like, you got some money left? Like, broke as a bitch, bro. Spent all my little travel ducats on weed. I'm like, hey, bro, go on, send me like $400 right quick. He said, so you got weed, but you ain't got no food. Because I had posted this shit on my Snapchat. Hype as a bitch. I had like 100 pre-rolls. I had some shit of bud. I had the butters and shit. Just dumb shit for no fucking reason. He like, so you got weed, but you ain't getting no food. I'm like, crazy shit is, I ate before the flight, so I wasn't hungry when I got here. Never thought about it.
So was it the discount that got you, or was it the weed?
It was both.
Or both.
Right, but by the time I had collectively spent that $7, without those repeated discounts, I would have spent like $1,400-$1,500. Because you get 15% off, then you get 35% off, then 55% off, then you get 80%.
Oh, damn! Right. They knew what they was doing.
They fucked me over. I tried to because when you grown and you try to explain dumb shit to your mama, it's harder to explain.
It really is, though. It really is.
Cause you know how like you don't want to ask for no extra money. You just want to let people know you're broke and see if they give a fuck real quick. So I'm like, you made it to California? I'm like, yeah, girl, I don't even got no money. That is crazy. Like, how you don't got no money? I'm like, cause the Airbnb got messed up. I bought a whole bunch of weed, and then once we fixed it,
she just have to throw that in there right quick.
Hold on, we're not gonna glance over the weed.
Right. Don't skip over that part.
Make a Cash App request and delete that Christmas text. Figure it out for real, cause I be all right. Cause you ain't about to be out there broke, you dumbass. Wanna smoke? Damn.
People don't know the experience of going into a shop until you get in there, and especially here in Cali, and how.
In Las Vegas, I went to one. There was a line. Like in Vegas, there was a line, like going around the block. I was like, oh shit. Oh, okay.
Are so fucking friendly. I went to a fucking weed shop in Michigan, bro. You walk in the door, the lady's like, "Have a highly good day." Hand you a J and shit. I'm like, oh shit. Like just in here, it's a dude in a sunshine costume that be passing out gummies and shit. Just
that's good marketing.
Buying drugs, like, hey, them jobs don't never come up on Indeed.
That's the shit that they was warning us about when we was kids.
You feel me? I get on Indeed once a week just to see if a dispensary pops up something. Because the moment it do, I'm moving. I swear to God.
Are you right there by DC where the dispensaries are? That shit is expensive. I went out there 2020.
I ain't moving up there. I lived in Maryland for a year. Never again.
She said never again.
Maryland is hard. Dear Maryland, I'm sorry. You guys are great. I know we're near each other. We should be close. I hate fuck y'all. First of all, why do the backwoods? Huh? Why do y'all try to make the weed so expensive? It's the same weed. I know a nigga sell that shit in Richmond, but you want $80 for it. Fuck you again. Second of all, mumbo sauce should not be put on that many different motherfucking things. Just can't cook, but
talk your shit.
Gonna make it work. I don't fucking appreciate that shit. You need a car to get every fucking where. You could be in Maryland and still not be in Maryland because you 45 outside that's inside of some more shit. That shit is dumb as hell. What the fuck set y'all little measurements up? Stupid. I apologize. I know a lot of people in Maryland and I still love y'all. But as a state, like as a whole, fuck y'all.
I could agree with one part with DC. The weed is hella expensive.
Hella
expensive. I went there and spent $400 and got like 3/8 for $400.
For $400
and a pen. Like shit was high, and the first shop I went to was sketchy. Like
you should have returned to sender.
Yo, when I tell you, I had a nigga at the store one time tell me he had the best gas in the city. I'm like, what?
Self-promotion. He was self-promoting this shit.
I say, what you sell your 3 5s for? He say $70. I automatically don't want your weed, but now I'm invested in this conversation because I want to see how you had to be to tell me this bullshit. I say, word, so what you want for the zip? This bitch made eye contact. Like $650, but I let you get it for $600. No, the fuck you won't.
Giving me a deal, bitch. What kind of?
Nothing. This shit better get out the bag and put itself in smaller bags. You understand me? This weed self to the corner and double, and then walk the money back to me. Ain't no fucking way.
I guess it's just that area that it could charge that much, and that's a deal to them. But it's just like
that shit dumb as fuck. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
And it'd be some average type shit. It don't be no super fire type shit. It'd be like just basic.
But you know the shit trash when they be self-promoting. If you self-promoting,
right?
Don't want it.
I ain't gonna hold you. Before my first trip to California, it made sense. Being in Richmond, DC is just when you wanted some shit you could tag for. That you could plug in Carolina. Because if you got a good Carolina plug, you could avoid the DC prices. But that's another topic. Anyway, after I went to California and I seen how much it actually cost, never again would DC get $1 from me. Never. Not about to tell me y'all didn't go get it. This the same shit. The same shit. Go to California and get your return flight to DC. Whoever busts open a new pack that day, it's the same pack you just saw before you left. If it's new out there, somebody in DC got it. Bitch, I'm not giving you $600. Was you trying to get robbed? That's what it sounded like.
For real. For real.
Ain't no way.
I want to switch back to battle rap a little bit and ask you another question. How was it going from battling Coffee to teaming up with her?
That's a good question. Good question.
It really wasn't hard at all because that's my, like, that been my dog since after our battle, for real. That's my dog. Like, that's probably one of 3 people that I speak to the most frequently in battle rap. Like, outside of battle rap. That's my dog.
Shout out to Coffee though. Dino, stand up. Us IE people need more representatives out there.
Coffee's great. I like her.
And I think she's underrated too. I really do.
Oh no.
Okay, so last question before we get out of here. Who are your top 5 battlers all time and right now?
All time. Charlie Clip. Oh. JC K-Shine. That's my all-time. Right now, she has trophies. That was the same person, by the way.
It's a lot of good ones. It's kind of hard.
It is.
You put her on the spot right there, Rory. You did.
Danny Myers. His work ethic is unmatched right now. Jack. Bill. Okay.
Those are both.
I can dig it.
That's still in my brain.
Shout out to Jack too. I would love to have him on as well. If you could put the bug in his ear, I would love to have him on here.
Oh, absolutely.
Who are your influences outside of battle rap, like music wise? I know you're from Richmond, so did the Clips influence you at all? Pusha T and Malice and Neptune?
I'm really a hip hop baby, so I feel like the credit would expand a lot further than just where I'm from. I would say my music related influences would be Lauryn Hill, Gangsta Boo, Missy Elliott, and Brat.
Okay.
You said the one right there, Gangsta Boo. People don't give Gangsta Boo her credit.
Absolutely.
Hey, you know what's crazy? When I first started battle rapping, my dad used to say that shit all the time. You need to listen to Gangsta Boo. That's what you need to do. That's the mindset you put me in. You need to listen to her. And then it pissed me off because he ended up being right. Like, you know, like who asked right? Nobody.
Yeah, Gangsta Boo is a legend for real. I've been I might have her on. It's crossed. Might have her on the podcast, shooting for the stars. But she's talked to me. We talking, so we'll see. She's a legend though, and she's cool people too. She's not like one of them stars that's not approachable. You know.
Thank God.
Rat is probably the main reason that I rap in general.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first artist I emulated for Halloween as a kid.
I can see it.
All her flows had that little pocket, and my godmom, for real, was a brat stan. Bitch used to record the interviews and shit, like just listen to this all day. So
she was the fanatic.
You know what I'm saying? Like she was more, the brat was somebody that I mimicked because I knew my godmom enjoyed it. And then, you know.
Do you have any old pictures of that? Because I would love to see you dressed up as
absolutely, right? I can see it like standing like this, like.
You know the one when she was on the car like this? I got this shit. Y'all would never get that. That'll never happen.
That'll never surface. That'll never see the light of day.
If it do, my godmom gonna run my feed.
One last question on my behalf. What's next? What's next? Is battle rap gonna be? Is it a hobby to you or is it a career for you? And what's next?
Battle rap is something that helped me realize it's a whole lot of other shit I could do. So in the other next would be everything, anything, a lot of bags involved.
I can dig it.
That would be, because I'm not really against anything ideally, but I don't have my hand. I do have things I'm working on though, and I have a lot of things I intend to begin working on shortly. So next year gonna be a good one. I'm gonna finish this one strong, but the next one gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
We're looking forward to big things from you.
Absolutely.
I'm really thankful that you came on. And like I said to all my guests, you're welcome to come back on again. Next year, you're doing big things. So hopefully next year we got a whole lot more to talk about. I appreciate you coming on. It's been a pleasure and an honor, and you've been a great guest. Thank you very much.
Having me, man.
Thank you.
Y'all, thank you for watching. It's been Royalty Reels Real Podcast. I really appreciate my guest co-host, Lay The Bae. You have been awesome. First Ladii Flamez was awesome. Like, share, subscribe. And you guys, this is a exclusive. You will be seeing Lay The Bae a lot more. Peace.
So don't step out of line. They don't know your name, but they gon' holler mine. And I'ma keep writing bars till I'm out of rhymes. Now I'm contemplating suicide, thinking everything is do or die. Looking in the mirror like, who am I? Don't even know how I survive. This is really fucked up, but is this really dumb luck? Do I keep doing dumb stuff? Are all these charges trumped up? Things looking up, I'm working now. Got kicked out, I'm hurting now.